Hello everyone, today I'm going to be giving you my review on the Smith & Wesson M&P 22 handgun. This gun, MSRP is from Smith & Wesson for $419. You can find it for an average price of around $365. If you're getting a great deal on this, you're paying around $300. It is a semi-automatic striker-fired pistol. It is a full-size gun. They do make a compact 7-round version of this, but this is the full-size gun, chambered in 22 LR. Cost of ammunition, you're talking about 8 cents a round for a Federal 550 pack, purple box, and somewhere around 24 cents a round for CCI Stingers. It is a black polymer frame with an aluminum alloy slide. It is a matte finish, not melanite, just matte. Weight of the unloaded gun, unloaded, nothing in the magazine well. Nothing in the magazine, no ammunition present on the table. Weight of the unloaded gun, 20.7 ounces. Weight of the empty magazine, 2.1. Weight of them together, 22.8, good guess. Weight of the full magazine with CCI Stinger 32 grains, 12 rounds, you're talking 3.25 ounces. Weight of the loaded gun with a full magazine plus one, kind of a defensive load or something that you would carry, you're talking 24.1 ounces, so just over 1.5 pounds. Overall length of the gun, muzzle to the back of the frame, is 7.63 inches. Overall height from the top of the sights to the bottom of the magazine when inserted is 5.5 inches. Overall width of the slide, 1.09. Overall width of the grip, no interchangeable palm swells on this. 1.25 inches, and the widest part of your gun is actually going to be your ambidextrous safety if you have it, which on the M&P 22 you will always have. The barrel length is 4.1 inches. The magazine capacity, as I spoke about, is 12, and the trigger pull, in terms of pounds, is 3.9 pounds. Just under 4 pounds. Great trigger pull if you don't mind the broken trigger. Trigger type is single action, striker fired. Sight type, it is a 3-dot drift adjustable front, windage and elevation adjustable rear, made out of polymer. The safeties on this are an ambidextrous manual safety, up is safe, down is fire. There is, of course, the trigger safety, the M&P broken trigger I call it, as well as a magazine disconnect. So with the magazine out of the gun, surrounding the chamber, let's say, pull the trigger, nothing happens. Magazine disconnect. Some consider that a safety, some don't. I guess it depends on the firearm. In this case, a 22, yeah, I consider that a safety. On a full size, absolutely not. I don't consider that a safety. The intended purpose of this firearm is really its uniqueness. Its unique attribute is also its intended purpose. It is for education, it is for training, and it is for plinking, going out and having fun. This is a great first firearm to an adult who is new to firearms. If you want to train them on a handgun, this is the handgun you want to train them on, or something similar. But I prefer the Smith & Wesson. Being from Massachusetts, of course, it's tough to find a gun that isn't made in New England nowadays, I suppose. But Smith & Wesson is a great company. This is a great education firearm. That being said, training. For comparison's sake, I have here an M&P 9, full size, unloaded, nothing in the magazine well, no magazine present, no ammunition present. This firearm, the 22 of course, is identical in size to its bigger brothers, its bigger cousins. Length, same. Height, same. Trigger pull is going to be slightly different, but in terms of functionality, identical. So if you want to go out and you want to train at 8 cents a round, you're going to save yourself a whole lot of money than if you go out and train with a 9mm at 25 cents a round. Maybe 40, 45, all the M&Ps basically are the exact same frame, albeit a few tiny little differences, but the same frame, so your holsters are going to fit the same for everything. So you can train with the exact same holster, you can train with the exact same feel, the recoil is just going to be different. M&P 9. This gun is fantastic. If you cannot shoot this gun accurately, your fundamentals are wrong. Your shooting mechanics are wrong. With its adjustable sights, it's set up to anybody's eye. I shoot left. My rear sight always goes just slightly to the right to accommodate that. This gun is fantastic. It does also have kind of a loaded chamber, I don't know, viewing port. I forget what they call it, but I'm sure I'll annotate that in here. All of the functions on this, the slide lock, the safety, are ambidextrous with the exception of the magazine release, which actually is pretty hefty. I'll show you here. You can see it sticking out there. It's a big magazine release. It is reversible, but it is not ambidextrous. So it's great for both righties and lefties. Accessories, as I talked about, basically anything you can get for the big M&P 9, the M&P 40, 45, you can get for this. It does have a Picatinny rail, which gives it a lot of accessory options. Options for it, I guess maybe a sight system if you want to change out the sights. I don't know why you would on a 22, but you could. Shooting, fun to shoot, very fun to shoot. I will say this though, if you do leave a magazine full for a period of time, because these sidewalls are not as hefty as its bigger brothers, it will open up over time. So what you want to do is simply, if you're worried about the finish in your magazines, which I never am because they go inside the gun anyway, but if you are, put a cloth over it, grab a pair of pliers, squeeze it back down, tighten it back up. It's that simple. If you don't care, just grab a pair of pliers, pull your follower down, press it together, you're good to go. Otherwise, when you shoot, you'll be ejecting not only your spent casing, but a live round, because as it feeds up, it's going to go right through the top of the magazine, clean out the top of the gun. You might even get a stovepipe out of it. I did. That's my word of caution for leaving magazines full. Maybe you're not the type of person who leaves magazines full, then that doesn't apply to you. Questions, comments, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer anything that you've got. I will say this gun is picky on your ammo. 22s, 380s, small handguns, small calibers, for handguns anyway, are going to be picky on ammunition. This does not shoot any white box, whether it be Winchester or the Federal 325 pack or anything like that. Don't shoot white box through it. You're just wasting your time and money. Blue box for Federal, I think it's a 525. I've actually never shot those through this. I've never purchased it. I figure why buy 525 when I can buy 550 for the same price. That being said, the Federal 550 shoot great through it. American Eagles, fine. CCI mini mags is what it recommends. Those, of course, feed through everything. Stingers are great. Higher velocity, you can definitely feel the difference. Standard velocity, CCIs, the 40 grain, those are good. Lead nose, those function just fine through it. That's actually what you're going to be seeing when we're done here. I'll roll some slow-mo footage of me shooting this with the standard velocity rounds through it. Again, questions, comments, let me know. I will include a spec sheet in PDF format in the Read More section below. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you again soon.